My policies on Bitcoin should be obvious for anybody. I never actually state them usually because yeah, everybody knows that I am a very, low regulation, libertarian, low government kind of person. And I'm also a huge Bitcoiner, and I'm a big fan of cryptocurrencies and the whole ecosystem. But specifically, the policies that I would support and the kind of things that I would do. First of all, I would be absolutely hands off on any new regulations governing Bitcoin or any cryptocurrencies. There are cryptocurrencies that I'm not a fan of that I think, I don't like the word scam, but some were scams, and some are more often terrible ideas or terrible economic incentives. But even those currencies that I may not even like, I still want to defend them and defend their right to exist, at least in the free markets. I think that the markets should destroy these projects if they deserve to be destroyed, not the federal government and not the government in general. We don't need nanny state politicians telling people what to buy or what's safe or what's good or what's bad. That's just a bad idea, and it's not a proper role of government. People should be able to buy whatever they want, even scams, even junk, even bad tokens that may not make sense, even DeFi projects that don't make any sense, that don't have good economic terms. That should be everybody's right. So I would not be in favor of any new regulations, and I would be in favor of getting rid of a lot of the regulations we have. I've been a securities broker for 30 years, and I think there's radical reforms needed in the SEC and the securities business to make us more competitive, to make the United States more competitive globally, and just to have things make sense. We have a lot of new technologies around blockchain and distributed ledgers, and a very difficult regulatory environment, to say the least. I'm also very much against CBDCs. I'm against any regulations on privacy, and some of the other things that I would be in favor for are kind of related to cryptocurrency. Like I would like to get rid of AML KYC. That's certainly not a cryptocurrency specific, but it does affect cryptocurrency just as it affects the overall securities markets and the overall financial markets. We don't need to have government knowing who somebody's AML KYC. That's just not their business. It's not anybody's business to know anything about anybody. We need more privacy and more control and more power to the people. And I would be absolutely against any new regulations regarding any of these kind of things. I think we should have a free market, and we let the marketplace decide. That's what's going to work best. That's what makes sense economically, and that's what makes sense for America.